The pontoon's real, I want gas, but I wanna drink beer, wanna talk some grass. So
That's a fish. Ladies and gentlemen, from the back of the Burn Slow bus at Surfside Burger Bar, the Surfside Live podcast with the boys from Crooked Coast. We got Luke and we got Shaq, all the way up from the Cape. What's up, fellas?
Dude, it's good to be here.
It's great to have
Lakeside.
you.
Yeah, baby.
That lake is amazing. I walked
right
over
over
as soon
there.
as we got here and was just like, I felt peaceful. It was
We have a little
gorgeous.
peek of it right now.
Yeah.
A little slice.
We got Lakeview right between the dumpster and
You know
that
what?
shitty...
That's a good metaphor for life. You always look for the lake. You got a fucking dumpster on the left and a semi coming at you on the right, and there is a little sliver of lake.
And you make the best out of life by
Exactly.
just checking it out.
Yeah.
So before we get any deeper into this conversation, we got to throw that on-air sign.
Yeah.
That little black button down at the bottom there.
Right
you see
here.
the red button?
Yeah, below
Not
that.
the red one, but the black one.
The red one
Not push
actually
the red
blows this
button.
thing up.
Baby.
The red button paints the bus, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to paint it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we're
Live
here.
already.
It's the summer. It's beautiful. You guys are New England, and you appreciate the summer. You guys live in a summery community, right? Like
We do.
The Cape is like a tourist attraction, to say the
ice
least.
cream shops and mini golf and all that stuff. So yeah, it was funny. We drove and we're leaving one tourist town, and then we got closer and we're like, hey, we're entering another one. So it was fun. It
Just
was
like home, baby.
Yeah, we just teleported.
So that's like
there.
grew up there, born there.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys like buddies forever, or is it like a
Well, Shaq
most
joined
of-
the band
yeah.
what, 7 years
So
ago.
about 7 years, yeah.
Okay.
Approaching 7 years.
Yep. So
Nice.
Which is crazy to think
me
about.
and Ben and John all knew each other from way back. Ben and John played in bands since like middle school, so like way back. And then so we all knew each other, and then Shaq jumped in about 7 years ago, I want to say.
Shaq
Yeah,
Attack.
just about. It was kind of funny. So I'd met fragments of Crooked Coast probably like 9 years ago, actually. And long story short, I get an email, and they needed a fill-in for a gig. And so I took it. I was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. Butchered the first gig. Butchered. It was not good. I was like, I had so much going on, and it was not good.
Yeah.
But my hair really kept me in the band, I think.
See, I like that. The image is a lot, especially with a drummer, man.
Yeah,
You're
it's
flailing
true.
around and stuff. It's like, I love watching drummers. It's very fun it's a visual thing for me as much as it is, feeling it.
Yeah, which is funny because, like, in some ways we're moving the least, but because of that, at least for me, I feel like the almost like the duty to do more because I can't move around.
You can't run around, jump around.
So I'm absolutely wailing,
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. So how long have you been playing drums?
Oh,
Like a whole life type of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've started when I was 10. My whole family was kind of in the music world.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of seemed right. I don't know why I decided drums. My parents are saints.
I was going to say, like, having a 10-year-old boy banging on drums in, like, the basement or something
and I also
like...
had nothing better to do. So it was, like, all day I was just hammering.
What about you, Luke? You a lifelong musician as well?
Yeah, I started playing guitar when I was probably like 12, and then I just played on and off throughout my teens. Not ever really seriously, though, until I was probably in my 20s.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and kind of before
interesting.
that, I always wanted to be in like the hip-hop world. I loved making beats and samples and stuff like that, and I would work with local rappers and make the music for them.
Yep.
And that was sort of like my first love, and then got more into like rock music and reggae music, and seeing where all those things kind of cross-pollinated, and then I was like, oh, this is actually something I could do live and with a band.
Sure.
So that was kind of...
So rapping was kind of your first love musically.
I think so. I mean, I was kind of all over the place. I listened to Nirvana and all that kind of stuff when I was a kid, and then Cypress Hill and House of Pain. It was all kind of bubbling there. But hip hop was probably like my first like.
Cypress
I really
Hill
want to do
is
this,
so
you know?
great.
They're the
I
best.
fucking love them.
Yeah.
Temples of Boom. That's an album.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
crazy.
just-
I saw them open.
Hits from the bone.
Saw them open up for Slipknot. It was like crazy. It was
Yeah.
like, wow, like, they can do that. They can do that. You know, they can get
can
away
do whatever
with it.
they want.
You know what I mean?
Cypress Hill is legends. Those guys are
Absolutely.
legends.
And they have that rock momentum. Like their energy's like.
Yeah, when they're live, they got Bobo on the percussion and the drummer, and they're sick. That's a dream collaboration. That would be fun.
Sick.
Yeah.
Get us in there, bro.
Let's go. So I want to talk about a little bit about your Coast Fest.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, August 2nd, this past one.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
man.
Thank
That's
you.
how many years you've been doing that now?
It's the 5th one. It started in 2019, but we took a couple off during all the COVID years, and then came back in 22.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. So how much? I mean, the fans get to see the finished product. How much work goes into that for you guys?
Oh,
It's
so
like an
much.
all
It's
year
so
long thing,
much,
right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it definitely ramps up as it gets like a few months out, but it's definitely all year. And then the permitting and dealing with the town, and it's a lot.
And you do that right in Falmouth?
Yeah, yep, right at the band shell in Falmouth. And we have a good team of people we've sort of worked with over the years, and that's grown and gotten more dialed in. But it definitely is like, it's a labor of love. This was the best year, though, because I was telling my wife, normally, like a week before every year, I'm walking around the house going like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't want to do this. This is bullshit. It's too much work. It's not worth it. And she's like, calm down. Like, it's gonna be right. But I maybe did it once this year. But I usually do it like a few times.
Yeah.
So
It's becoming a well-oiled machine.
it
I
is,
bet.
yeah. And as you know, that takes time, but it does. Like,
I think that's such a great point to bring up about how you have that not necessarily that it's self-doubt, but you get frustrated and you're like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Is it really worth it? And we're all looking from the outside like, what are you talking about, dude? It's sick. Of course it's worth it. Like, I wanted to tell everybody, like, I think it was last year, I brought my merch trailer down there, and I, we worked the festival, and we had the VW bus, and we slept on the grounds there.
Yeah.
And the next day, you guys had come back, and I remember Luke like being out there with his backpack blower, cleaning off like the whole property. I'm like, look at this guy, man! Like that really like spoke volumes to me. I'm like, dude, last night you're the front man of the headlining band, and the whole place is going nuts. And now you got your blower on, and you're just cleaning up the community. I was like, bravo, man. That's awesome.
I think that's like a thing I've talked to so many musicians about, if it's not that specifically, but just that you have to accept the high part and the low part.
Sure.
Like, I remember my friend Mike Shadina telling me they opened up for, who was it? It was like Kid Cudi or someone like that. And it was like an arena show. They were the opening band. They were like, it was incredible. This arena show, thousands of people. Literally, the next night we were playing in a hookah bar for 25 people. And he was like, I don't know if I could take this roller coaster. Like, this is crazy. But that is like,
that's music.
That's the world we live in,
It is,
exactly. And it's a beautiful thing, though, in a way, because it never really gets old in that sense, because there's just always something new, always something different, and you're never... It's never stagnant. I mean, playing stadiums, I'm sure, is fantastic, but if that's all you're doing for 10 years straight, it eventually, it's not that it gets old, but I can imagine how you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and sometimes something a little edgy, really kind of puts you on your toes. So it's never necessarily a bad thing.
So has each year improved, like with ticket sales and everything? Has it continuously?
For sure. Yeah, as far as ticket sales, I would say it's been like a slow growth, just because it's totally like grassroots. DIY. But I would say, as it's slowly grown attendance-wise, like just the overall experience has gotten better, and that is really what we try and gauge it on, is when people tell us like how much they enjoyed it and how
fun,
it felt. It was fun, and just
there
the
were
experience
enough
was
bathrooms,
like friction. Exactly,
all that stuff that those are the tweaks that you make each year.
Exactly.
And even just like on the production front too. I mean, it's just like every year we'll try to find a little thing we can improve, or this year we brought the stage up a little bit, made the screen a little bigger. It's like, and I know that's like kind of arbitrary, but
but
it
it's
makes
not
the experience, and so every year we try to elevate that, and and all of it, really everything we can do to make it better for for everyone, the artists.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever see yourselves like outgrowing that spot and having to do it somewhere bigger?
I think that's like sort of not a long-term plan, but one that sort of we work like parallel with.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing next year, and then we're always looking at like, what would it look like to scale up? Because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just, we're not Live Nation. Like, we don't have huge budgets, so it's like it would have to make sense for us to do it and to produce it ourselves.
It's just cool to see like that grassroots thing build and build and build.
Totally.
And for some good dudes like you guys, like it's cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, doing our best.
So the band name Crooked Coast, where's that come from?
Man, we were just like brainstorming, and
does it have anything to do with the geography?
It definitely is that.
Is it this way or is it this way? The Cape
is that way. There you go. Yeah, we're from like the armpit.
Show them guns, baby.
We're from the armpit. Yeah, that had to do with that. I think that popped up, and we were just brainstorming names, and then like that one popped up, and we're like, oh my god, that's so good.
Yep.
Immediately went to Google and was like, it's open.
It's a great
name. I just
name.
grabbed it right then.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
So I've never spoken to you about this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys had like a store. Mm-hmm. Was it in Falmouth?
Yeah, it was right above where our studio is.
That's so cool. So that was like a merch store, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm interested in it because it's like, you don't need to be a music fan. You don't need to know who Crooked Coast is to go into a store on the Cape called Crooked Coast. Like, I'm going in.
Right.
Like, that's a cool shop.
Right.
Like, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, like, what were you guys doing? And because I love merchandise. I love branding. I love what you guys are doing. And I was just curious to hear the story behind it.
Yeah, so Ben does most of the design stuff, bass player. He and I will work in tandem on that, but he really does most of the like actual putting the pencil to it and designing. And we just love, we all love style and fashion and clothing, and the opportunity just came up. The space opened up, and we're like, it's not that much.
Yep.
If we can sell this much merch a month,
it pays
we
for
can
itself,
cover it, and
right?
we'll have like a little. We used to do like I think we did like an open mic there before, book signings, pumpkin carving. Just want to have like a little spot that could be like our headquarters, you know. And and it was good. That what happened really was that none of us had time to actually run a store, which we figured out after a while. We're like, we're like not open very much.
I was curious as to what eventually led to you guys not doing it anymore. And was it just time?
It was just time and money. You know what I mean?
And a lot of it too is like with a store like that, you definitely want to be consistent.
Sure.
And there's times where we'll be away, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
That store's closed. So that was probably a big
we weren't able to like make the jump to like having a staff and people to run outside of us, and so we were like, this was a fun experience and a fun trial, but realistically, like, we couldn't do our regular jobs, our band, and a store and families, and it was just it was too
that's
crazy.
Life, man. That's business. You're always like trying to do the next thing. I mean, that's me. Like, I like to figure out like what's next, what can we try,
right?
And it doesn't work all the time, and that's okay.
It doesn't work a lot of the time. That's it's the same thing with just making music too. It's like we're in the studio for hours and hours and hours, and like 90% of it is absolute garbage. You just it's some of it just doesn't stick, and that's totally okay. You have to I love that process, and it's the same with starting any business or really in any capacity. It's like,
I think to do like what you do, what we do, like, you have to have a high tolerance for things not working, and things failing, and just being like, okay, what did I learn from it? What's next, and what do I do? Because a lot of people, like, the first time something goes wrong, it's like the sky is falling down, and they're like, I'm a loser.
They're embarrassed by it.
They're embarrassed. It's like,
if anything, it's fuel for me.
I mean,
absolutely.
sometimes you have to sit in the embarrassment for a minute and be like, I fucked that up.
I really
and then you
do
just
that?
up and move on. You know what I mean? That's okay.
So like the writing process for you guys, is it I'll hear from a lot of bands, it's like, oh well, I had an idea, I brought it to the band, and we like worked it out. Like, is that the standard type of thing for you guys, or do you jam together and write together?
It's a mixed bag, I would say. It's definitely like so we rehearse at least once a week.
Oh, nice.
And in those times where we don't have a lot of shows coming up, we'll just flesh out random stuff.
Yeah.
Luke and I get together pretty often, and usually like evenings after rehearsals, and just like flesh out, like, you know, he's big into the, like he was saying before, like beat making, and
nice.
So we come in with some ideas and we flesh a few ideas out and kind of see what sticks, and then we bring it to the band. That also happens.
Beats by Luke.
Yeah, you know, so it's kind of all over the place. Everyone in the band, I would say, is a really good writer. Like, there's just different styles, and we try to kind of mesh it together.
Yeah, we try to keep anything, like, we're always, you know, sometimes in hotels we'll be like writing demos. I'll have the like the beat machine with me sometimes in the van, and just like a lot of times it's just coming up with a bunch of ideas, and they can be like a little 30-second thing, one line. Sometimes, you know, John often will come in with like a chorus or a verse idea, and we try not to get too stuck on what it is until we're in the room all like kind of
really
fleshing out, because obviously that's like where the magic happens, is what we all bring to each other's ideas. But I think it's like we try to just have a lot of material, and then you have a lot to comb through and say, oh, like that kind of sticks there. Let's grab that, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
That's neat.
And then we've done some stuff, like when we were just down in Nashville, we went to our friend Jordan. He's from the band Hollywood Undead. And he had like written a whole track for us, all the music, and he had an idea for a hook. We kind of played around with the words, because it was actually, the hook was Moving On. We're like, we just did a song called Moving On with our friend Joe.
Moving on again.
And, so we reworked it, but that was fun, because that was like, not high pressure, but it was like, we got to come up with something in this 5 hours or whatever in the studio, and that's fun too, to work with other outside producers and artists.
And it was very different too, because I mean, like I said, we all write, not just like music, but lyrics, whatever. So we're all involved. And it was very funny because, like, top-line writing is very different than what we normally do as a band. So, you know, somebody comes in with an idea that's essentially done, and then you just write on top of that. It was a very different take for us, and it kept us on our toes a little bit. It was good.
Yeah. So what got you guys into writing, like, personally speaking, for each of you? Like, did you write as a kid in school? Was it like an English teacher? Was it a hobby? Like, how did that work for you guys?
For me, probably reading. Like, I always read a lot, always listened to a lot of music, so it kind of came naturally to write things too, and it was just, I don't know, I just always enjoyed it. Like, I remember in 8th grade, like, writing raps and showing them to the kid next to me. I was going to
ask you, like, going along with that rap thing, like, you're writing raps or verses for those beats.
And I just always got so much joy out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it was always like a puzzle to me, you know what I mean? How are you going to put these words together to make them match? And it just,
I had Wax here yesterday, and he can rap the phone book, I'm pretty sure.
It's He's amazing. He really is.
That dude's insane.
Yeah.
What about you, Shaq?
It's kind of an interesting thing. Like, my family's all pretty involved in music, and so I was always around it growing up.
Got to be helpful,
it was interesting, because I just basically I always had a love for music, and you know, like I was saying, I was 10 when I really started playing the drums, and that was really it from the beginning. I was just playing the drums all the time, and eventually what I wanted to do was play in a band. I was probably like 13 or 14, and no one where I was living, I lived in Canada at the time, and no one played music. So I was like, whatever, I'll learn to play some guitar, I'll learn to play some bass, whatever. I just picked up instruments, and then I was like, well, there's no one to sing, I guess I'll just write some lyrics and whatever. And that's kind of how that started. It was just out of, like, not having anyone to work with.
Right.
And just kept going, and now I'm with these idiots. So it's like
lucky guys.
That's true love.
So,
when you're calling your buddy an idiot, you know it's real.
A term of
after your 10th day in a sweaty van, you get pretty close.
The road life.
Yeah, dude.
Shit. Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to I got into the Doors when I was like 16, 17, and I used to like just write Jim's lyrics, and then I would try to like write my own lyric, like in like poetry form. I was always like love that. And then you mentioned Nirvana, like Kurt Cobain. I started like really getting into his lyrics, and then I was kind of like leading me into like this dark place, like the Doors is kind of like not necessarily happy upbeat all the time, and then then Nirvana, it's like,
yeah, it sinks real quick.
I'm
Yeah.
like angry. Why am I so pissed off about?
The 90s, baby. That's
Yeah. So what about touring? Like, do you guys tour more or less these days than in the past, or?
Probably more. You know, we never really toured that much till the past like 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, we do like smaller runs, but it's really been the past 3 years we started really going out for like a couple weeks at a time.
That's cool.
We don't tour a ton, but we'll go out, you know, I'd say we'll go out like 3 or 4 times a year for like 10 days or more runs. And then a lot of it is just like weekend runs. Being based out of where we are in Mass, you can go a lot of places in a few hours. You know?
Yeah,
so there's a lot of like, you can cover a lot of ground in 4 days on like a smaller run. So that's kind of we like doing that where we can be like in the region, you know.
So we share a friend, Ian Meat Nugget Miller.
Yes, we do.
The Meatster.
Mr. Meat. Like, so has Ian been like very helpful for you guys in terms of?
For sure, yeah.
Sort of guiding the ship. Is that a good way to explain? Ian, like helping. Like, I guess I'm curious of like who would be like your ultimate tour? Like, if you wanted to go out with someone, like who you like? Yo, Ian, I want to go out with.
I mean, Blink-182 would be incredible.
Oh, that's top. That'd be like top tier.
That'd be sick.
I think that would be fun. I think people would dig what we're doing. It would be different enough that like it would be like a good warm up. You know what I mean? People are like, oh wow, I saw something different and but close enough in some ways, guitar wise and drum wise to Blink that I think. I mean, that would be incredible. You know,
I think that would be like top choice for sure. But you know, it's amazing because there's so much out there nowadays. Like bands that you've never even heard of that I'm sure, or I've never heard of that are like would be amazing. And so
it's funny. Like
there's so much out there.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it just made me think of Andy Frasco.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, Andy Frasco would be like a sick band for you guys to play with, but like you just did.
He did Coast Fest.
Yeah, sick. That's so great.
That would be a fun tour, though.
Yeah.
They're like definitely like nice guys. They're fun dudes. Like,
yeah,
that'd be cool.
The stage presence is like definitely. Yeah. You know, we're trying to match that.
That might take years off your life going out with those guys, but you know,
worth it.
You got plenty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
nice.
He's dope, man. Yeah, Andy's the man, and Ian's been super helpful. I mean, you know, we've been working with him like 4 years,
22 or 23.
So,
I don't know. It all kind of blends together.
It's definitely been uphill. So it's good. You know?
I think he's. I really want to get him on this podcast.
Yeah, he'd be good. He's hilarious.
So much to talk with him about, but I feel like he is. He's in the right place for him. He's doing the right. He's doing the right job.
Yep.
He's loving it, I think. So I mean, he's definitely working a lot, but.
Yeah, for sure.
He's cooking.
Yeah, and he's honest, which goes a long way in this business where so many people will blow smoke up your ass and whatever. He really is like, you can trust him, which is like, that goes so long in the business.
He's become a very good friend of mine. I love Ian.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah,
good dude. Yeah, man.
So what else are you guys into? Like, what do we do in the spare time other than music and family?
You can start.
That covers a lot. I love riding bikes. Like bicycles.
Okay.
It's kind of like we have a really beautiful bike path where we live. I love
true.
just going out cruising.
Mountain bikes?
No, just a street bike, or a road bike, whatever.
Yep.
Leisure.
Yeah,
like,
I love
but
that.
like you're putting the whole the gear on and stuff.
I'm not in that skin tight.
Spandex, baby.
I was gonna say, you got any photos?
I can handle a little wind resistance. I don't need like to be perfectly aerodynamic.
I don't need that aerodynamics.
I love that. I love swimming, going to the beach.
Nice.
And my older daughter's 8, so she can like actually keep up on a bike now. So we go out cruising. And like
that's a fun age.
I'm simple. Like I like outdoor stuff. You know what I mean? That's like simple stuff.
Is there a lot of surf spots on the Cape?
Not where we are, but more towards like Wellfleet, towards that end of the Cape. But I tried surfing the other night when we were in Rhode Island.
That's right. Yeah.
We didn't do very well, but it was fun to get out there.
We did.
It was kind of like I can see why people do this. It's a reason to hang on the water for a couple hours, and it was great. You know?
Yeah.
What about you, man? What are you into?
It's a little all over the map, honestly. Like, I'm big into sort of outdoor stuff too, but a little different. More like, hiking, mountains, whatever. Anything to do with going outside in the woods, I'm happy. Yeah. My wife and I forage a lot, like a lot of mushrooms.
Oh, really?
So we'll forage and cook, and so we do a lot of
that.
that.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's kind of just big into the outside. I mean, we have some property in Vermont that's it's literally just land.
Nice.
So we go out there and just spend a day and go crazy,
Nice.
in the woods. Yeah.
What would be like a dream vacation to go on for you guys? Like where's a place you've never been that you'd love
major
to go?
caveat here: as a band or as individuals, because that makes a difference.
I meant the question as like individuals.
Yeah. Man, vacation.
I want to go to Hawaii.
You never been?
I've never been. I would love to go.
I can see
It
that.
looks incredible.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obviously top level. For me, it's like, it's kind of tough. Like, it's kind of random, but like Iceland is kind of like up there for me.
Yeah.
That kind of aesthetic.
I see
really
like
into.
places like Fiji and stuff, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
that looks
the beachy
crazy.
thing. Yeah,
and Egypt. I want to go see the pyramids.
Oh, dude, that's like a
I feel
classic.
like I don't know like necessarily how safe that is these days. Like, is it? I don't know.
Else.
But you see like dudes riding camels. Like,
yeah,
right,
dude.
right
It's a whole other world, man.
Like,
but yeah, the pyramids would be.
I want to ride a camel.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sure. I mean, hey, I'm sure you can.
I
Find
used
a
to
way.
smoke camels, but
Different kinds, yeah.
riding one.
Camels.
Yeah, dude.
You could probably ride one and smoke one simultaneously.
No, that's a flex.
Yeah,
That's a moment.
I'm into it, man. That's dope.
pack of camel wides on the back of your
99s,
camel.
dude. Oh man, that's dope. Yeah, I can support that. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun, sandy desert adventure. I can get that.
Hell
I can
yeah.
get down with that. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I need a mountain though. I'm a mountain guy.
Nice.
Get me out there.
What part of Vermont?
Right in the middle, like dead center. So Montpelier, and then
Yeah.
20 minutes south of that. So like right in the middle.
Cool.
It's nice and pretty.
Cool.
Stick in the woods, unwind. Nobody around. It's like a population of like 2.
Nice.
So it's nice.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Peace and quiet.
Oh, that's good in this industry, man. You need to be able to unplug. If that's one thing that I've learned in this time, because Crooked Coast is busy to begin with, and I'm doing like a million other, I'm doing a lot of mixing and producing and whatever. And dude, you gotta find a time to unplug that cable, dude.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it gets crazy. It gets too much.
It's like here, man.
You know.
I need to leave.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you
for 3 months. I'll see you later.
You just need to unwind, man. It's important for because we do creative work is it's taxing on your mind to begin with because you're just exerting all of what you got, so it's nice to be able to cut that for a minute and be an actual person.
Yeah. Do you guys have like as a band? Do you have like a strategy, maybe for lack of a better word, with like the progression of your career? Do you look at it like we need an album, or we need a single, or we need to make a video, or we need to change our sound? Like, do you have like a strategy or a kind of a guidebook that you go by? Or
Yeah, I think we're always like making strategies for like, all right, we need to finish this album. Let's go through all these demos, and we'll sort of loosely put things on the calendar, like by this date we should have decided what songs we're doing, and then we'll go in and track them, and then we'll know we need at least one video, we need another day of just content to go around it. As far as the sound, we don't really think about that too much, other than like just let the subconscious drive it and just look at this batch of material we have and go, oh wow, it sounds like we're kind of leaning this way, like sonically, and that feels exciting. Let's dig into it more and see what else comes out of it,
Yeah.
Nice.
We've never really been able to like nail down the sound too specifically. It's always like changing out from under us.
Does each
fun,
when you're writing an album, how many albums do you have total?
So 6, right?
6.
Yeah, like 6, yeah.
So like, do the albums sort of take on a vibe of their own, or is it just different song? Like, does the like you listen to certain bands and it's like that album has like a vibe, and their other album has another vibe.
Sure.
I think the last 2 albums did that a little bit more because maybe because we did them in more of like a tighter time frame than we had in the past. And we had like the same person mix them, same person master them, and I think those ones, and we wrote a lot more for the last 2 albums. Like we'd write 20 or 25 songs and then get down to 10 or 15 songs.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And we tried to like especially on the last one, have like little interlude. There's like 3 interludes, intro and interlude, which those kind of things sort of tie things together a little bit. It just makes this like overall sonic palette that is there, you know.
I think a big part of it too is, at least what I've noticed, is that the process is over time becoming more and more like the 4 of us really doing all of it. Even on the back end, like, because we track most of it ourselves. We have had on this last record we did have some we worked with a couple of producers on a few of the songs, which was awesome, but we do so much of it in house that we're just all really getting involved with all the details of it. So I think over the last 2 records you can kind of start to hear it kind of come together, like that aspect of the process really we got dialed in a little bit. I think especially on the last one, you know.
What about like features and stuff? Do you have anybody who's like a dream feature on a song, or you have any songs where like we need to get so and so for that?
We're trying to do more of that. We really didn't at all for a long time.
I feel like it helps.
It does help
in a lot of ways.
I think it's to our detriment that we didn't do it more, just because you can see how it works. Like you know, fan bases are across, and as a listener, like I love features.
Sure.
I don't know. I think sometimes like you're so married to your songs, you're like, no, like I don't want anyone else touching this. Like it's just how it's supposed to be. No one else is walking in this house. But we're definitely getting more open to that. We actually have a feature from Wax that is unreleased yet, but he did like this awesome feature.
Oh, that's dope.
And he was so cool. Like that was an Ian connection.
Yep.
And we sent him a track, and he was like, this is cool, but I don't know what to do with it. And I think then we sent him another one. He was like,
exactly.
That's the one. And he sent our feature back like almost immediately.
That's cool how that works.
And I appreciate it, because some people we'd reached out to were like, I don't even know if they listened to it. They just gave you a price, and you're like, I don't really want it, because we don't have money like that. And it's like, if we're gonna do a feature, we would rather it was like
somebody
through an organic relationship, which is fine if people are like, I don't really know you like that. I just want my guarantee. Like that's total. I'm not shitting on people for that approach, but I think that you want to do it more where people are like, I'm down with this, I like it, like I'm down to donate some of my time to it.
Nice.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I think it's a key element of crossing fan bases.
It definitely is. Yeah. And we're gonna do more of that on this next album. Like we're sending out more demos to people, and for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, we're working on stuff. I think it'll be exciting for us for sure. I think the fans will really dig it.
And then when you cross paths with people at festivals and stuff, then you'd be like, hey, do you want to come up and do that song with us? And, and you know, we have the Moving On with Joe Samba.
Yeah.
And every time we're doing a show together and he jumps up, it's like people go crazy. It's like a fun moment for the fans.
Yeah, just exciting. It's like it's another element of the show that like otherwise would not happen.
Right.
And it kind of keeps it special because it's not every show. So
sure,
you know, so that's
kind
of nice.
It wouldn't be a Surfside Live podcast if we didn't mention Joe Samba at least once.
Jobert.
Tyler and I were saying we're going to put together like a compilation of every podcast where we talk about poor Joe.
Yeah, or have like some sort of alarm that goes off and his name is mentioned.
So the light starts blinking. There's like a siren.
Pee Wee Herman. That was the Joe mention of the day.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Nice.
Incredible.
Hell yeah.
He's the man. Man, I get it.
He is.
Love
He's
Joe.
such a handsome fellow.
Yeah,
a little bit
dude.
talented too. Can sing almost.
Debatable.
He sings. He's got pipes, dude.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man. We've known him a pretty long time too. And,
I feel like Joe is like a gem.
Oh yeah.
To the music industry, and for me, he's like literally one of my best friends in the whole world.
Yeah.
And like, but Tyler and I were talking earlier, like how many connections. Like Joe isn't like, he's not necessarily like this crazy outgoing famous guy. Like he is, but he just like walks into a room. And it's just like you're drawn to him. Yeah. And it's not an arrogance.
He's
it's
just
not
charismatic. He's a charismatic guy.
He really is. Great word.
And I mean, beyond the talent and all that, like you said, he's kind of a stand-up guy. You know, you see him, you're like, yep, that's a dude right there. That's Joe. You know, you feel him. You know,
very likable.
Yeah, exactly. He's and like he's just a nice dude. And he's always been great to work with, great to hang with. We love you, Joe.
Joey.
Which camera do I look at?
Where's the Joe cam?
God. Oh, we got it. You got to get working on that. The Joe cam, dude.
We got to do something like that. Like a little like his cartoon head pops up on the screen when
his name is mentioned.
God, yeah.
Yes, yes, a Joe counter. That would
Oh
be,
my god, I love it. That's dope. That's dope,
that'd
man.
be sick.
Oh man.
What about our guy J Ratty Rad? How do we know him? I mean, I know how I know him.
Yeah.
How do you
we
guys?
We met him. We were playing at what's it called, Pipe Dream. Do you remember the place? It was like a brewery.
Of course, yeah.
And it was like we were just playing like and jammed in the little corner of this like tasting room, and he was passing out handbills for Levitate.
Mm-hmm.
He was like on their street meet. He was just came right up, started chatting with us, and I think he took some pictures, and from there it was like he's just such a solid guy.
Yeah. He's a sweetheart of a guy. He's a talented photographer.
Yeah,
he's a music fan through and through.
Yeah, and he's patient, which is like a lot of this business is you have to like deal with adversity,
right,
and things going wrong and getting thrown left when you're trying to go right, and he just keeps a cool head. He's patient.
So this is Jared, Ratty Rad. He's your merch guy.
He's our merch guy,
Nice.
AKA the Rodicus.
Yep, the Rodster.
Yeah.
There he is right there.
We're going to have to pop up some photos of this handsome fellow.
No, but he's always been just reliable, and for us it's really important, and there's a thread here, but just really nice. He's a really nice dude, and for us that's really important. Like, we've worked with people that are just tough, man, tough to work with. And when you're, on your 10th day of the road, you don't want
you don't need that guy.
You can't have that high stress, really antsy. It doesn't work.
It's like having that toxic girlfriend or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, and we're all, effectively
we're all girlfriends
in a marriage. It's like it's really like that. It's just like you're always together, and it's like.
Yep.
But and it's a beautiful thing. But like, to add another person into that, you want to trust them and feel good. And Jared is one of those guys, man. He's always been great. So.
And he always goes swimming with me.
Yeah.
Whenever we're traveling, if there's somewhere to jump in the water, me and him,
it's the both
we'll jump in.
That's cool.
Holding hands.
We were down in Knoxville or somewhere, and I was like, I found this pond we can go to, and we're swimming. I was like, this isn't that great, And then John's like, look at this sign, and it says like,
this was on their way out from the water.
On the way out. It's like this pond is like downstream from like a
sewage
waste
treatment.
Yeah, some toxic.
Do not swim here. We're like, oh yeah.
Oh, is that why he has a third arm growing out of his back?
Does this look like a rash, dude? Yeah.
That was
so we're a little
tough.
More discerning on where we'll jump in the water now, but not that much more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just look for the signs.
Yeah.
You need a refreshing dip sometimes.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go do that in like 10 minutes.
we probably could. We should. We could. My boat's right over there. We could hop right off the boat. And
let's go take a spin.
We could spin the boat.
Should we do it?
We should.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna go on the boat.
Cut.
Yeah. This is stupid. Let's go boating.
What are we even doing here? Delete.
So before we wrap it up, do you guys have anything you want to plug, promote, or talk about?
I'd say just the new record, man. We really want people to hear it. We're so proud of it.
What's it called?
It's called Nothing Before and Nothing After.
There you go.
Yep.
And that's how we want people to approach it. Just take a moment to really put the headphones on or crank it up in the car.
It's a great name.
Smoke a fat one or whatever. Take the scenic route and just take a moment to soak it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And a slight side note, but Coast Fest 2026, August 1st. Get in there. We got early bird tickets.
Yeah, we got some Blind Faith ones up right now, so you can get them, lock them in.
Yeah.
And then everything else, just you can find us where you find music and, Instagram, everywhere.
It's all at
we're there.
Coast,
so come see us at a show. Check the album out.
And
cool,
we love
man.
you all.
Yeah.
We do love you all. And I love you guys very much.
Love you too, brother. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Brother,
Shaq,
thank you so much.
Thank you. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks again. Surfside Live. Subscribe.
Come to Surfside Live. Welcome to Surfside Live. Come to Surfside Live. Welcome to Surfside Live.
We shall slay the slayer.